You must eat all of your food, children. You must eat all of your foods. There are hungry children starving in America.
She ain't had to clock our tea like that. She.
And for the price of jollof rice, you can feed one of these mini kids. Please call the hotline.
Welcome back to the channel, my people. Hopefully from wherever you are watching this from, you are doing all right. Hopefully God has protected you and preserved you very well, and I do hope and pray that He has provided for you and your loved ones and your family. And again, I appreciate all of you that keep supporting me on here. You guys do me absolutely amazing. My members, you guys, I don't take you as a joke. You do me amazing. Thank you so very much. We have a very hilarious video, especially if you grew up in those years in the United States of embarrassment, where you used to see ads of starving kids in Africa, where they used to tell kids, you know, eat your food, finish it, don't waste it. They are starving kids in Africa. We have an African mother that probably couldn't wait or has been praying for all her life for this moment to happen to America so that she brings the Uno reversal. And oh my God, she has Americans in a chokehold. They are fumbling and fighting for their lives because they cannot believe this lady sat her kids, gave them food, and she was like, do not waste that food. Please eat it and finish it because they are starving kids in America. Americans cannot believe that Trump has brought them to be a joke and a clown to the world, that the world can now look and clown them and be like, you know, like they could never believe in a million years that this could ever happen. There are those that are laughing. They're like, we actually did this. We started this. There are those that are taking it personal. But I think it's just hilarious. I want us to look at her videos and the reactions from Americans. I think we will come back and I'll tell you how I feel about this, and you will let me know as well how you feel about this as well. Don't forget to like and share. Let's enjoy this.
Small donation of just 53 cents a day will save a child in the United States of America from hunger and sickness. Oh, good God. Oh no, my baby, come now. I have to tell you something. No, this is good. Do you know that right now in the United States of America, the citizens are lining up the streets and around the block at the food pantry in order to receive a ration of food to feed the starving children in their home. Some of these people must take time off work to go to the food pantry and receive their ration so they can have food for the starving children to eat. Some are still working with no check. Oh, no check. They work for no pay, like a slave. They work for free. Yes, right now in America. I am just curious. When they are lining up to the food pantry to get their ration of food so they don't starve, Why are so many of them forgetting to wear the red hat they were so proud of not so long ago? Oh my God, on today. We are going to America for the dream. Do you know that you can work your whole life from the age of 15 to the age of 65, and when you retire, they can steal all your benefits and your health care? Oh, it will be so glorious. Did you know that in the United States, they are very, very lucky that black people are only seeking equality and justice and not revenge?
Today, my friends, we come to you needing help to try to help and take care of the kids of America. As they would need it, as the government does not care about the kids. America has given us great source of entertainment, so we must pay them back in some way. We're going to have a Feed America benefit concert with many of our artists and even having American artists come over and perform as well. So please donate to feed these starving American children and take care of them today. Thank you.
Nah, the way that African lady just pulled the Uno reverse is funny as fuck. Because why the fuck tell her kids, oh, that they need to eat all their food because there's kids in America starving? Shorty waited her whole life to say that because that's like, us seeing the commercial of, the African kids starving. Like, y'all play too much.
She said, kids, eat your food. It's starving kids in America. And then, wait, y'all. And then get worse. She made another video. And she was like, for this so and such amount, you can spend this amount to feed an American. Like, oh my God. Now, the reason why I find this to be very funny is because of the fact for years, how many times have we seen commercials of African kids and they starving and all this other shit? Oh, you can help feed a family. And now that shit backfiring on us like a son bitch. Oh my God, I'm not supposed to laugh. But how long have we been making jokes about though? Let's keep it a buck. Like it's our turn to be laughed at now. Like it's like you can't help but to be mad or laugh at it.
I mean, to keep it a bean, for how many years have we made jokes about Africans starving and living in huts and eating mud cookies? And the United States did not play fair when it came to African kids, bro. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying, damn.
Yo, did y'all see? Did y'all see? Did y'all see the? Did y'all see the lady where yesterday I posted a video yesterday where she pretty much was telling her kids that they need to eat their food because there's starving people in America. The irony, right? The joke's on us now. Well, she doubled down on her page and she posted a video with the background music in the arms of an angel. And she had the nerve to say, if you guys want to sponsor for 53 cents a starving American baby, it's not it's not funny. It's more so the audacity that we as Americans are letting other countries clown us like this. This is not okay. We need to open the government up so these babies can start being fed and nourished. This is a sad day in America. We are not great anymore. I just woke up, ain't even brushed my teeth yet. And the first thing I saw was this video of this mother in Africa with her 2-3 kids at the dinner table. And they were all eating. And she was like, eat all your food. Don't waste anything. There's people starving in America. Well, listen, she ain't had to come for us like that, boy. Yeah, there's people starving in America. The fact that I actually heard this growing up, don't waste any food because there's people starving in Africa, and then to see that this woman told her African babies not to fucking waste their food because there's people starving in America, clearly because of the whole SNAP restriction that the Republicans swear is our fault. Yeah, so not making fun of us not having SNAP benefits. I don't even have them. I wish I did. But it's just the irony of that.
Yo, to the African lady who told her kids she need to eat because there's starving kids in America, bravo, ma'am. Bravo. You won Video of the Year, okay? The ultimate Uno reverse. That joint is so hilarious, especially with what's going on. It's like, can you imagine? And like, I'm a visual person in my head, so like, I'll be creating scenarios. So it's like, you know, they're gonna have like this little bony kid walking through the streets of Alabama with like a tattered MAGA shirt on, and the joint's gonna come on with it. In the arms of the angel. Just for 50 cents a day, you too can feed an American child. Oh my goodness, boy. In Alabama, they are really hungry. The commercials. And then like, yo, what Africans need to do right now is they need to get together and they need to do a feed the world towards America. Like, I'm telling y'all, that would be chef's kiss. Heck, I even do it. Because if y'all don't know, back in the 80s, when they were talking about Africa and the drought and them not having food, like a bunch of UK singers did a song like, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Because, you know, what's going on over there at the time. So if y'all do that, do they know it's Christmas time at all? Like, man, listen, I might have to do that my doggone self, because that would just be the cherry on top of an already crazy situation. What's happening? When 2020 happened, we had to cross over into a portal or something. Like, something happened to the world and things just got ridiculous. And we still got 5 more years of this decade. Lord Jesus, God help us all.
Aside from her making cruel jokes about starving kids in America, I wonder what's on her kids' plates. Because have y'all noticed there's no animal protection agencies in Africa? You ever wonder why?
So are cats to you considered, are they considered pets or are they considered food to you?
Food. And sometimes when I broke, I sell them to take care of my family.
Y'all heard that African man. He don't only eat cat, but he sell cat. Like he pimping. But he literally eating cat and selling cat. That's how severe hunger, starvation is in Africa. That's why they don't have those laws, because at any given minute, anything could turn into food. Any given minute without warning. So let's not sit up here and act like Africa is not the face of starvation. Well, she's going to sit up there and act like America haven't been feeding African kids for 65 years. I don't know how many of my tax dollars went to feeding starving African kids. And not to add on to this, there are starving African kids in America that's on SNAP.
It must suck to be that dumb. I don't know why we have to give money to countries that hate us. They should be able to hate us for free.
The lady in South Africa that did a spoof with her kids about Americans not eating. She's sitting at the table and she goes, eat all your food, kids. There's children in America that are starving. And then she gets on.
Why is it a key or funny that kids may be hungry in America? and y'all duck asses laughing, when it could be your neighbor, your cousin, your aunt, your sister, your brother, kids hungry, and instead of saying what we can do as a community to make sure these kids eat and are fed, y'all laughing with mothers that would wish and pray to switch places with you.
I see a lot of these videos going around, and here's the reason I'm making this video is like, why are you surprised? Did it have to hit home for you to realize how bad and evil people are? When they were laughing, a lot of us spent our whole lifetimes hearing people laugh about starving kids in Africa. You didn't think it's the same thing, just different locations? Or what, the African kids deserve to starve? The last few months, we've seen the reaction to starving Palestinian and Sudanese kids. We've seen people laughing about Sudanese kids. We've seen in the last 30 days, for some reason, Dubai has noticed the effort of that people have started calling it out. Dubai now has been paying Arab influencers to counter the narrative. Instead, the Arab influencers are laughing at Sudanese kids. They're literally coming out in Arab to make videos. Like, I don't know if you know it's happening, but yeah, a lot of influencers have come out. Arab UAE influencers have been coming out to mock the Sudanese people and make fun of them and laugh at them. I don't know I don't know how that works, but you didn't think that was a problem then? Again, I'm African. My whole life in this country, I've heard I don't think I've ever gone 120 days without hearing someone make a joke or some reference about starving children in Africa, and everyone's laughing now that the starving children in America, everyone suddenly wants to be worried. Okay.
Another thing, did you guys see the African lady who is on here telling her kids don't waste their food, like eat all the food because kids are starving in America? No, listen, the reason why I laugh is because it's really funny. I mean, this lady say, like, don't waste the food, there's kids starving, and she not lying. She is not lying. She tell no lie, because we're struggling to get this administration to give some food stamps. They did give some, but they didn't give all. That's what I heard. And then 20 minutes ago, I saw Aaron Pana saying that they filed some other emergency appeal, something to stop with the rest of funding for the food stamps. Like, they're really not trying to give no more money. So that African lady, she not wrong. Don't waste the food because children is starving in the #1 country of the world. Children here is starving. She not wrong. She didn't lie.
Dear United States, we had this coming. And in case you didn't get the reference, it comes to eat all your food. There's hungry children in Africa. So yeah, we had this coming. But anyways, I want to remind you that I'm still in Uganda, one of the 54 countries in Africa, known as the Pearl of Africa. And I want to show you guys my view. This is my view outside of my sister-in-law's home. It's not what it's perceived with the stuff that we see in the United States. Look at that beautiful sunset. You know, where we're told that everybody lives in a hut, in dirt, and it's not a civilized country, or a civilized continent at that. And everybody likes to degrade it or call it a third world country. Yeah, they have every right to be making fun of us for all the stuff that we've said. We had it coming. But hopefully the United States, we can get it together soon, because this is embarrassing. Very, very, very embarrassing.
Did y'all see the African mom clowning Americans? Africa, get y'all moms, man. We going through enough bullshit with Dookie Booty. We don't need this karma right now. The Supreme Court just told Dookie and his administration they ain't got to pay out the SNAP benefits. And here y'all go poking fun at our starving babies. Fucked up, man. They granted them a temporary pause on distributing the full SNAP benefits. And now they get to wait until the appeal is resolved. That means that they don't have to immediately disperse the SNAP benefits. They can wait until the appeals court resolves this matter. But their whole argument with the appeals court is that they don't have the funding for SNAP, that they would have to pull from other programs, and that it would create illegal/constitutional issues. Now, why the fuck wouldn't they have the emergency funds for SNAP? Why wouldn't they have the funds that were reserved for SNAP in case the government shut down? Where the fuck are they? But hopefully the appeals court will enforce the first ruling instead of overturn it, and then they'll have to pay out the full benefits. But as of right now, most people have not got their SNAP benefits. Some people have gotten SNAP benefits, which I think is state funded. I don't think it's coming out of the emergency federal fund. I think it's coming out of your state emergency fund. So for those people who have gotten their SNAP benefits, that's probably where it came from. But ain't nobody got their stamps yet where I'm at. So I guess it's state by state. Hopefully they get this shit resolved by Monday, Tuesday, soon. But I ain't even gonna lie, we deserve that karma. She got her lick back for her whole continent.
So I just woke up, sipping on my tea, going through my TikTok feed, And one of the first videos I had seen was this African woman feeding her children, and she was like, "Children, make sure you eat all your food because there are starving children in America that are starving, that are hungry." And that shit was just, yo, that was so funny. I stayed my tea out, like, bro. And the crazy thing is, as someone who is West African, I can really, I find it so funny because I see where she's coming from, right? Because for years and years, the media has portrayed how people in Africa are starving, we don't have food, we sleep in trees, and all those kind of things, right? And now that the food stamp is ending, you have people here, but the crazy thing is there's always been people that are starving in America, just like any part of the world, right? But it's crazy how the media would take the sufferings, right, or some of the bad things about Africa, right, and then just blow it out of proportion. So seeing that video and seeing her make that comment was just it was too funny. It was too funny. And I know discontinuing the food stamp is not a funny thing because legit people are starving. America has homelessness, poverty, and all of those things, but it's not really talked about that much in the media, right? So a lot of countries don't even know that there are people here that are homeless, and that shit was just funny, man.
rice and stuff, and they'll show you what you can do with your money and stuff. Ain't it funny how them tables and turned because of your president? This is a sad day in America when an African lady can get on here on TikTok, on this TikTok app, and sit up here and make a mockery of us. She's sitting up here telling her kids to make sure they eat all their food, and they eating well too. They eating a well stacked meal over there, and telling them to make sure they eat every drop of their food because the people in America are starving over there. It's a shame. It's a shame. What y'all gonna do with y'all president? Lord, got the Africans making fun of us. Lord have mercy.
For only 53 cents a day, you too can become a sponsor and feed a starving child in the United States.
I realize that this isn't really a joking matter, but sometimes we use dark humor to get through rough times. I've really enjoyed the African lady or women, I don't know for sure how many there are, but that are making the ads for starving kids in America. It's sad, it's funny, it's a little of both.
The fact that this mother knows about MAGAs and she's literally suggesting that if they are coming for food, they should come with their MAGA hats so that Americans can see who has put them in this situation. Oh my God. This mother knows Project 2025, and I am sure there's so many Americans that don't even have any idea of what Project 2025 is, which means people are doing research. People are literally have been following the crap that is going on in America. If you see me laughing, it's not because I am happy that this is happening. You know my heart. You know where my heart is at when it comes to this entire situation. But this is what Trump has caused the US to look like to the rest of the world. The fact that people are already talking about Americans lining up for food. The fact that this man has to be held by chokehold to spit food and benefits that are supposed to be for Americans, and the money is there. Don't you think this man has literally made America such a laughing stock? Mind you, people are seeing everything. Africans know who Trump is. And a lot of them will tell you he's an evil man. The most hilarious part is where Americans, especially those that are taking this personal, fighting for their lives. Of course, there are those that are really not taking any of this personal. They are just laughing about it because they're like, this is Uno reversal. We started this because we probably thought we'll never ever be in a situation like this. Those that are fighting for their lives in the comment section with response videos because they're like, how dare you? This has been done to Africa for generations. There's that Latino black mixed man. I don't know if he's mixed. I have featured him. I have featured him in here. That man is like, I don't know. He never speaks anything beautiful about the continent of Africa. The fact that this one has triggered him, I can only imagine what does he think. The things that he says about Africans and Caribbeans, by the way, because he not only speak against Africans, he speaks against Caribbeans too. He speaks so evil of them. And this man kind of comes off like, oh, he is pro-black American and all of that. It kind of comes off like he's pro-black. But his agendas and his ambitions have never been for the black community, to be honest. This is a man that harbors quite a lot of anti-blackness, but in the audience of people that love the division to keep going, right? They would be excited to listen to some of the rhetoric that he spews against Africans. The fact that this one triggered him, I was like, okay, well, do you see how it feels like when you speak some of the things you say about Africans? Meanwhile, this lady is not even really meaning bad. Like, this is just something that is hilarious. The fact that, and she's actually has a target audience. So many people are not going to get it, but this woman is literally targeting these people. Because these are the same people that engineered how Africa is a dark continent, Africa is a barbaric continent, Africa, they are not civilized, everything, right? These are her target. Yeah. But those that are fighting for their lives, it's okay. Okay, it's all right. This woman is really, really not trying to mean evil. She knows who is the enemy of America, and she's African. She knows who the real enemy of America is. And all of us see. And I think this is time for you Americans to fight back. You're going to have to fight. Because the American pride is flying out of the window. Everything is exposed on the internet. Now America looks like it's a third world. Now Africans know that for sure, like, everything that these people tried to hide and make it seem like America is the capital of the world. Well, you have a white supremacist in power that only cares for himself, his family, and his fellow white supremacists. The hilarious reactions from our other brothers and sisters that are getting it, they're like, you know what, we started it. It's amazing to see that actually they are not really taking this personal, because to be honest, it's nothing personal. What I want you guys to take out of this is you should know that you are seen. You should know that some of the struggles that you guys go through, we see them as well. What she's doing is not even to say that there's not starvation in Africa. There is. Because guess what? There are war-torn countries, Sudan, Congo, some areas of Cameroon, different areas of the sides of, of course, we've seen people in Haiti. We've seen people that go through stuff. But using this to debunk that it's not supposed to be a generalization. Not all of us are like that. That Latino man that is talking about how there's no animal control and all of that, Africans, eat this and that. That is the same rhetoric that white people, Trump himself was using against Haitian people. In, I don't know which place was that they are eating the cats, they are eating the dogs. That's why when he got triggered, I was like, okay. And you're talking about the same thing. Of course, there are different countries where they eat things. Now, for me, I've never tasted seafood. In fact, some people would call those bugs. You get it? But people that eat seafood, they're like, it's real food. You get it? So there's quite a lot to unpack in here. One thing I'm going to have to say is those that are upset about this, I understand where they're coming from, right? But also it comes from a place of how dare you Africans mock us? How dare you? Everybody else can mock us, but not Africans, because who do you think you are? You are just, that's what some people think. But I want you guys to understand that here, I'm not here to mock anybody. I'm just here to bring fun, and I want you guys to just laugh it off. And know that at some point, somehow, what you sow is what you reap. White people have kind of sown seeds, and these seeds are going to come back on all Americans. And too bad. It's not the rest of the world that is causing people to starve, because we are not only talking about starving kids. We are literally even talking about the elderly people that need their benefits. You need to force that man out of the White House, because otherwise the empire is crumbling so bad. People want to send you jollof rice. People are going to start telling you to put your cash up. Too bad. We would have loved actually to send some help. I would have loved to send a lot of food from here. But I know physical food is not going to be accepted by America because it is healthy. There's no way they can allow you to eat African food because it is healthy. Americans that have been on this side, they know what I am talking about. Those that have taken fruits and they have been stopped on at the airport because, it might come with pesticide, it might come with this. They are lying. The only thing I think that can help is really money. And I think at this point, people need it, by the way, genuinely. Genuinely, we are talking real life. As much as she used that thing, this is genuinely help that is needed. So, to my fellow Africans, if you're watching me and you are on the continent and you have money, we need to find a way to actually donate. It feels weird to say that because the way we used to look at America, it was totally in a different line, that there's absolutely no way American people could be on their knees. This man is being held by chokehold to spit food, to spit benefits. Money which is there, this is the richest country. But this man doesn't think that feeding people is a human right. How evil. I think it exposes how evil America is. And not all Americans, but some of the people that are on the top. You guys have to fight for your life. Anybody who has something to give, by the way, I'm not just calling on Africans alone, but even you guys that are somewhere you are really better and you know someone needs help, please give that help. It is necessary. What do you guys think? I love you and I pray that this comes to an end. Fellow Africans, if you have something to give, if you can donate in any way, please donate. And anybody that really can donate to help, please go ahead. I'll see you guys later. My name is Gracie. May God watch over you, protect you, and provide for you. This too shall come to pass.